Dating back 7,000 years, agriculture research is part of Egypt's culture. Today, the Egypt's Agriculture Research Center groups 16 research institutes with 13 central laboratories and a team of 50,000 specialists. Acting as the primary scientific research and extension center, the ARC is today the major engine of the country's agriculture strategy 2010-2030. Following are selected ARC showcases in several of its centers. First of its kind in the Middle East, the Central Nanotechnology Characterization Lab develops nanotechnology systems and products addressing desertification, dry lands, and water scarcity issues in agriculture. Composed of 3 departments, it aims at researching and developing products and procedures protecting the environment and developing cost-effective and locally produced agriculture inputs, in addition to producing nanometric products presently marketed in Egypt to a range of private companies and foreign entities. It also hosts the most advanced tools and receives university graduates and ARC researchers. One of the first institutes in the ARC, established in 1903, the Sweri Soil and Water Research Institute primary goals are to improve the productivity of both the old lands Nile irrigated and the new lands reclaimed over the desert, and better manage water consumption in agriculture. The technology adopted is the combination of GPS and GIS and remote sensing tools together with soil sampling to produce comprehensive maps for both the state and private investors, enabling the classification of soil fertility and the establishment of geoinformatic maps, providing value-added analysis and the optimization of investments. Sweri is as well expanding the analysis and production of organic and biofertilizers to replace the use of chemicals and develop the biogas and biomass applications and byproducts recycling. The Agriculture Genetic Engineering Research Institute is considered a center of excellence in plant biotechnology applications. The adoption of state-of-the-art gene transfer technologies enabled the Institute to achieve major biotechnology research projects utilizing cellular and molecular biology methodologies to develop and deliver transgenic elite and resistant cultivars. Among the main applications, resistance to insects and stress tolerance in Egyptian cotton, disease resistance in tomato, development of potato varieties, cucurbit crops, stem borers in maize, and transgenic wheat with improved tolerance to environmental stresses, and finally genome mapping of economically important crops. The Agriculture Engineering Research Institute includes 6 key activities: design and development of agriculture machinery for strategic crops, biotechnology, on-farm irrigation, power and energy, post-harvest equipment, and animal production equipment. Together, they provide applied research outputs applicable by the farmers at large, in addition to mechanization services. The Institute is a key actor in old lands irrigation equipment, mechanization of rice planting and harvesting, design of vertical silos, agriculture machinery components production, biogas units, and many others. The Institute is among the main ARC units closely cooperating with the local private manufacturers. The Central Laboratory for Residue Analysis of Pesticides and Heavy Metals in Food is designed to support Egyptian exports and to analyze all imports of food and feed to Egypt. Certified by international and European agencies since 20 years, the laboratory is classified Category A and handles all types of analysis, from aflatoxins to hormones to heavy metals, in addition to all needed foreign market standard certification. The lab's sampling activity grew from 2,000 samples in 1996 to 350,000 samples in 2015 and expecting to double in 2016. The lab is also contracted by a large number of European countries to secure the registration of their products imported to Egypt or exported from Egypt. The Central Laboratory for Agricultural Climate includes two main activities: the monitoring of potential risks resulting from climate change through the establishment of an automated network of agricultural meteorological stations connected to the laboratory central office and allowing the production of weather forecasts at national and local level. In addition, it pioneered the range of soil-less agriculture, hydroponics, and roof gardens. These services are made available to young entrepreneurs and private investors to provide high income and new opportunities through training program services, consultancy, and turnkey projects. The ARC crops research activities are spread over 5 different institutes, of which 3 key success stories are presented here. Egyptian onions are considered among the top world varieties for both processing and fresh consumption, ranking among the top 10 leading countries with 30% of the production exported and supplying onion seeds to all Egyptian farmers. White and yellow corn, ranking among the top 3 strategic crops in Egypt, is cultivated over 2 million acres to grow up to 3 million acres to reduce yellow corn imports. Among the corn seeds produced, Egypt has registered a variety with the highest yield worldwide. Sugarcane, with the production of 3 new varieties tolerant to drought, salinity, and frost, and sugar beet, to be developed in new areas and desert reclaimed with new, better varieties. Established in 1904, the Animal Health Research Institute main role is to supervise animal health in Egypt, prevent and combat endemic and exotic diseases, as well as contribute to consumer protein products protection. It includes 16 departments and 33 local labs all over the country, and in particular in Egyptian ports and borders, and recently in the main touristic centers. This enables the Institute to monitor all types of animals entering the territory and as well exported from Egypt. Among the key achievements, the analysis and control of the avian flu disease through close cooperation with the state agencies and private sector companies. The Institute is operated by 2007 researchers with high-level equipment available. New developments cover the setup of a bacteria and virus bank to preserve isolated strains and their genetic mapping. Established in 1903, the Veterinary Serums and Vaccine Research Institute is a leading center in both Africa and the Middle East. It produces 90% of the vaccines needed by the country's veterinary services and developed 2 state-of-the-art labs. The first to produce the avian flu vaccines, reaching to date 100 million vials, and the second for the cattle, foot, and mouth disease to produce purified vaccines versus the previous clarified ones, and with a capacity of more than 60 types of vaccines, serums, and diagnostic kits, whereas the production increased by 120%. Established in 1981, the Regional Center for Food and Feed benefits from the most up-to-date instruments for the quality control of feedstuffs and feed additives, whether locally produced or imported. It is assisting in increasing animal and poultry production to improve the nutritional status of the Egyptian population through cooperation with institutes in the same line abroad. It is also acting as a partner in the international arbitration with respect to inspection and quality control of feed and feed additives, and as an integrated inspection authority that can serve the Middle East and assist neighboring countries in training their staff to be qualified in the most up-to-date quality control systems.